Ta-da! What's talking? That's right, me. We all know that China is, well, massive. And they have been changing big time for the last decade, slowly becoming way more capitalistic. And with capitalism comes trading. And oh boy does China trade. I don't think I need to tell anyone how much impact China has on the world trade. And I also don't think I need to tell anyone that China has a dream. China wants to be the big dog and defeat America. They aren't even trying to hide it, and so far their progress has been insanely good. They have been switching positions from being a third world country to being a first world country, like they are doing a speed run. And China still lags behind in certain things though, and they also want to obviously be faster and bigger than the rest. And for anyone who plays Civilization 6, the best way to boost your technology to the level of the rest is to spy the shit out of them. If you haven't already guessed it from this beautiful painting, this video is about Chinese spies. I will obviously be more focused on my own country, the Netherlands. Later I will focus more on the world, and the Netherlands is also a very great example because almost 90% of China's investments go to Europe, and then more specifically in 4 European countries, the UK, Germany, France, and well, you guessed it, the Netherlands. So let's dive in. About 900 companies in the Netherlands, which is a lot, are in some way connected to China, whether it's connected by a mother company or a daughter company or something like that. These companies are mostly focused in the financial sector and product sector, and some in the transport sector. But there are also some in the sectors that are incredibly important for the Netherlands and have a lot of impact to us, like the energy sector, for example. The MIDV is the main organization that does research about Chinese espionage, and they claim that China would be an actual threat. First of all, the Netherlands is a very attractive country for the Chinese, since they are very developed in technology, and therefore China has also invested a lot of money into AI, quantum computers, and other technology related sectors. There was also a study in 2022 of a group of journalists that did research on Chinese espionage, and they found out that a minimum of 93 Chinese researchers in the past 10 years, so from 2012 to 2022, had a job or some kind of work with a university in the Netherlands. Lastly, the MIDV also claims that Chinese hacker groups have tried to hack the Dutch government's network. Now, if we zoom out a bit and go into the land of medical bills, we can see that the FBI also takes China very seriously, even saying that they are a threat. And by the way, I just want to point out, who the fuck designed the FBI's official site? It looks like a 12-year-old designed it. Like, what the hell? It looks so stupid. And by the way, already maybe kind of a hot take that isn't based on any facts or whatsoever, but I already don't like it when a government group, I guess, has a website or like a Twitter page, I don't know, and definitely don't like it when they upload goddamn YouTube videos or post stuff on Twitter. In my opinion, police or military groups or whatever, people with guns, shouldn't have a voice on the internet. They should be way more neutral. I guess the FBI kind of has a reason to say what they do because they investigate stuff. I mean, it's literally in their name, but combined with the shitty website, it just feels so like, it feels like it comes from Spy Kids or something, you know? Anywho, back to the video. Because I don't trust the FBI at all, I will be using articles from the CSIS. Because, I don't know, they just feel more trustworthy, even though they are also American, but yeah. The CSIS already claimed, which is obvious, that most espionage threats by a long shot come from China compared to other countries like Russia. The CSIS claims that in the last 10 years there have been 104 reports of Chinese espionage cyber attacks. This article was posted in 2022, by the way. And these reports range from Glenn Shriver attempted to gain access to classified national defense information on behalf of Chinese intelligence officers, to Zhao Longzhang, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, was arrested for stealing trade secret information about the circuit board of Apple's self-driving car initiative, to Zexu Hong, a Chinese research scientist, stole trade secret information related to organic pesticides for the benefit of a Chinese firm, to hackers linked to the Chinese government were responsible for ransomware attacks against 5 major gaming and gambling countries, demanding over 10 million in ransom. But now, you're probably wondering, how would China respond to all these accusations about espionage? Well, they basically just made an anti-espionage law which gives them even more power. But the anti-espionage law actually makes perfect sense because the country that China spies on the most is China. And in China itself, it's even worse than here. They use mobile apps, biometric collection, artificial intelligence, and just overall data to control their citizens. They are working on digital currency in the central bank, which will allow Beijing to survey and control people's financial transactions. And this is probably the most dystopian shit I've ever heard, so I'ma just quote it from the article. China is building so-called safe cities, which integrate data from intrusive surveillance systems to predict and prevent everything from fires to natural disasters and political dissent. Sadly, I couldn't really find more on this safe city topic, and this happens a lot during my process of research for this video because, well, it's China, so obviously doing research on them can be tough. But anyway, China is also using blacklist systems so that people become good Christians or else they can't ride the bus or something. Basically social credit. And they do all of this in hope that they can improve their people's attitude and positivity. Or well, that's what they say. Another thing is that China's plan is working. All that spying and focus on technological growth has led to China being a technological powerhouse. Chinese apps spreading in the US have never been more extreme. We all have heard about TikTok, but there is also CapCut and WeChat and Alibaba, which is basically Amazon but then Chinese. So as far as we can tell, China won't stop anytime soon. With their espionage on countries and because of their power and control, it's going to be hard stopping them ourselves. And by the way, keep in mind that apps like TikTok, who are owned by China, or any free-to-play game who steals your information, can also do very funny things with that information. So maybe next time keep Chinese espionage in mind when you download a free game on your phone. But anyway, that was my video of the week. I hope you guys liked it. I probably said a lot of stuff wrong, so please let me know in the comments if I did. And like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.